Hi guys, hello. All right, Scorpios, let's jump on in and ask a question. What's the juicy next chapter of life? I want the big ticket items. I want the juice. I want the big things that'll make our heart kind of pick up pace. Two of Pentacles. It's been coming out a lot actually for all three now of the water signs. It's come out for all three of you. I think that's interesting, in different positions, but starting out with a place of, I always look at that card of pure balance and harmony. I feel like I am not interested in talking to anyone, at least until I am done with this meditation session. I feel like we've been isolated for a while. We've completed some personal journey, and we're only now. This is good. Yeah, we were finding a way to reduce stress, huh? Because we got the Nine of Swords here, but in the reverse. It's the only way I ever want to see that card. I'm so glad that one came out in the reverse for us. But I feel like somebody is letting go of the last shreds of whatever stress they had felt. And it's like, don't bother me yet. Don't bother me yet. I'm still in the middle of this final meditation moment. I'll talk to you when I'm done. Just wait. I literally feel like somebody's shh. Someone knocks on their door to come in, and it's like, my 15-minute break is not over yet. I am not taking any like directions from business, bosses or anything. Not until I de-stress, because that is a really important part of my mental health. Oh, this is so nice. We're going to walk back into the room, or walk back into the building, or walk back in totally ready to give our best to something. I have to say, this could be a practice that somebody has put into play for themselves, like I'm describing, like every single, lunch break. I give myself, time to eat, and then time to sit and meditate for 10 minutes, and then time to come back out of that meditation, and then I go back to work. And that's how I spend my 1 hour lunch break. And it's like, you don't knock on my office door and interrupt that, because that is how I recharge my batteries. Somebody has figured out a secret of how their body cycle behaves, and what kind of stress relief they need to have for themselves. And they're very different. They're very unique. They're not like everyone else. No two people are, right? But in particular, this lead character is like, yeah, I do things at a very different rhythm than most people. And that's a rhythm that works for me. It's a rhythm I won't have broken, because it's important. And that's how I can do my best work all day long, so long as I get those moments where I de-stress. I wonder if this is not an empathic person who is like, yeah, there's a limit to how much, I can have coming at me before I have to recalibrate. I can kind of understand that. I'm a little like that. I recharge my batteries by being alone. And some people don't understand that and don't like it. But if I have to be around people all the time, I cannot ever reduce my stress. And so it's interesting that and usually I got to go into nature, and I usually need to go on a long walk with nothing other than my dog. So I don't know, that might be a similar thing for our lead character here. But it's interesting when we're rejuvenated, the stuff we can take on, and the excitement that we have for taking on the next piece of the day, or the next hurdle, or the next challenge. It's like, I got this. In fact, I enjoy this. So somebody has discovered the secret of how to keep enjoying their life, enjoying the struggles of their life, enjoying everything that is going on, even the difficult stuff. It's all, the secret is how you balance getting rid of stress, and then starting with a clean slate, even in the middle of the day. Okay, this is interesting. We have a 3 of Wands. We have an 8 of Cups here. Our lead character is, they don't dance to everybody else's drum and beat. They have their own way of walking through this life. So, I mean, this is actually really awesome, Scorpio. This is just the way you live your life. It's just uniquely different from everybody else. You don't do it the way everybody else does. Why would you? Why do you have to do what everybody else does? You have a right to do things your way. Put your personal stamp, your personal essence, your panache. That's really the word. You got a certain, I think a lot of people look up to you. You got a certain swag to you, but you're about to take that attitude and step on out and be even more your unique self. You've been revving up possibly for a really major growth period, because this Three of Wands is about moving into our future. And you notice how this gigantic palace that they've been in it feels pretty empty, right? It's like, I have spent enough time here and I'm about to walk into this next phase of life. So if we have been preparing ourselves through like good meditation practices, getting ourselves stress-free, reviving ourselves from like major life events, but also day-to-day stresses, and we've developed a really wonderful way of like caring for ourselves, it's serving us well, because we're at the beginning of kind of what looks like the next step in our lives. Now, the next step in our lives could simply be, I'm about to walk into a meeting that I know could change my life. Maybe it's the meeting where I'm going to put in my name in the hat for a transfer to become like someone higher up in the company I work at. Maybe it's like, I hope that they do accept me and I get to move overseas for that position that I want. Oh, Hanged Man. There is this element of seeing things through a different perspective, but knowing that our life could be turned upside down. That's not a bad thing. We're putting things into action because we want change, but we're preparing ourselves, or someone is, right? I asked for the juicy next phase of life. This could be from anyone. This doesn't have to be necessarily our lead character. It doesn't have to be the Scorpio. It could be somebody else who has been getting themselves ready, primed. I feel like I'm watching one of those movies where, like, Rocky, we see him doing his exercises, we see him, jumping rope, we see him, punching into the air. I'm so not going to throw a punch right now. I look so dumb punching. I have no control of full extension of. I've never done kickboxing or anything. I probably should, because it looks ridiculous if I try to, yeah, it's bad. Anyway. That's a weird side note. So someone maybe likes the movie Rocky, but I feel like we're revving up for like becoming a champion. We're revving up for this next thing in our lives. It's very exciting, and it is going to turn our lives upside down, or the character's life upside down. So what is this big thing, right? Like, this is fun, this is exciting, but it's peaceful all at the same time. Ace of Cups. Who's getting married? This is awesome. Somebody's coming in with a love offer, a proposal of marriage. I mean, this Hierophant. Hierophant can be a serious marriage. Hierophant is, if that's what this is, or this could still be about a major change in career stuff, but I feel like it's not just career, because this is coming from the heart. Doesn't mean that we don't love, the careers that we have. Sometimes our career is like, this is exactly what it enhances my life. It's what I'm here for. It really clicks. I love what I do. And that can be like as integrated into our lives as our relationships and stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's wonderful. I mean, what a blessing to have a career that we love that much. But I'm more inclined to say that this is somebody who is coming in to actually make an offer, a proposal of marriage. That's what this looks like. So if it's not our Scorpio, it's somebody else coming in to ask the Scorpio for their hand in life. That's what I'm going to say. For their hand in life. No wonder we've seen them getting ready to be that champion, doing that whole Rocky thing. It's because somebody really wants this. Somebody really wants this. We almost had a card pop out, but it was, the whole deck was going to go. It would have been the Knight of Cups, but it didn't come out, and I don't take it if it doesn't pop out. Let's see what we get. Queen of Cups. There's our Scorpio. Is our Scorpio going to say yes? There's a little bit of question mark on this, because she sits here, but she always look at this card a little bit like she goes, really? And she pours it right into, I don't know. Does she want this? Does she want this? She pours it out, but she's pouring it into the same stream that she's sitting in. So it could be like, yes, I accept this with gravity. Oh, it's an Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so she is accepting this. The Scorpio does accept this. Yes, this is my new life. Yes, I take the cup that you're bringing and I pour it into the essence of my life. Yes, I'm willing to have this new beginning. And this really could be a new beginning. This could be one of those situations where somebody is coming in to actually not just show back up in our lives, but to actually offer like themselves. Like, I want this long-term relationship. You remember, this is all about the future. Somebody is walking away from everything else that they've known in order to come forward, and they know that their life will never be the same. This could have been somebody who was single for a long time, someone who really had to like prepare themselves for this major change in life, because they're taking this proposal. This is the most serious thing ever for this character. This proposal is one from the heart, it's one from the soul, and it is life altering for everyone involved. This is so positive. If this is not about love, if this is all just a story of one character who is, like I say, working themselves up to be this champion, and they are coming in to a big change in their lives, I would still argue that it's a major transformation in career then. And possibly belief systems also. This could be, this is just a side note, but someone could actually be becoming a, like a religious leader. Maybe they're becoming a priest. Maybe they're becoming, like, this could be, I am ready to really take those vows. Yes, it's going to change my entire life, and this is exactly where I want to be, or this is exactly what my heart and, like the fiber of my being feels like I belong in this, because this is about belief systems. So it could be something really, really profound like that as well. It may not be about romance. If it's about romance, it's someone coming in to give a proposal. If it's only the story of one character, it is that they are basically marrying their ideals, their, whatever it is that they believe in. And it feels like it's something that they really feel comfortable with, really positive for our lead character. So anyway, I'm going to end that there. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Sorry, yours got out to you pretty late tonight. I was trying to get all these done earlier in the day, but there were some interruptions, as that happens sometimes. Anyway, I hope you guys have been having a lovely weekend. All right, take care. Bye. Oh, and of course, remember, these are just stories. I'm not a psychic, so bear that in mind also. I hope you enjoy my channel. Bye.